Hey, what's up, you guys? This is gonna be a quick review, quick shout out to my man Bullseye because I do not have a bull. I did not have a Bullseye in my collection. I did not, but I do now, and he is a complete. Well, not a complete custom. No, actually, he is a complete custom. I'll get more into that later, but he is. But he is a great figure. He's a combination of the two. He's a mix between Marvel Legends and Toy Biz. So we're going to get into it. So we're going to get into this guy because he is a combination and he looks fantastic. And whoops, there we go. Bullseye, my bad. My bad, brother. So he looks, I love this head sculpt. So this is the most recent Bullseye head sculpt that was on sale. I can't get the Bullseye figure because he costs too much. And the price that he's going for on eBay, I was not willing to pay. It was like 60 something, 70 something, 50 something, 40 something. And I love Bullseye, don't get me wrong, but he's not a character I want to pay that kind of money for. And he fell over. But this is a character that I desperately needed in my Daredevil collection. No doubt about it. I needed this guy. I had to get this guy, and I have him. So we're gonna take a closer look at Mr. Bullseye. So I got him on the display stand. I'm gonna take him off of the display stand. So we're gonna look at him real good. We're gonna look at these teeth, these gnarly teeth. Love that. So he got a chipped tooth. Well, no, not chipped. It's knocked out. Daredevil must have completely knocked his tooth out, or Kingpin, or somebody. Somebody jacked up Bullseye real good, and they knocked his freaking tooth out. So I have had this figure, this custom Toy Biz Marvel Legends figure, for quite a few months now. I say maybe 3 or 4 or 5 months. I just never reviewed him. I customized him, I put him together, but I never reviewed him. I just left him in my collection, and that was it. But let's look at him. So it's mostly the head sculpt I want to look at because that's what I want to focus on the most. And this is just so Bullseye. This is perfect blending of classic and modern Bullseye, and I love it. And really, to be honest, even if Marvel Legends make another Bullseye figure, I don't know if the head sculpt will measure up to this because it's just. I rarely say this because I try not to. Well, first of all, I try not to nitpick, but sometimes I have to. And then other times, I try not to go too high with a figure because not all figures are perfect. None of them are. But sometimes you come across a figure that just hits all the right spots and it's literal perfection. And this head sculpt, not the body, I'll get into the body in a second, but this head sculpt is very much perfection, and I love it. And I think this is the best Bullseye head sculpt we have ever gotten in Marvel Legends form. I do have the Toy Biz. I do have the Toy Biz Marvel Legends Bullseye, but I just want to say that this is the best head sculpt. The Toy Biz Marvel Legends head sculpt is that was my wife talking, guys. She's in class and work, so I apologize. But this classic head sculpt right here hits all the right notes. So I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. I was gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10, but I can't find anything wrong with this head sculpt. Seriously. You have his bullseye up there that is painted very well. Now, I bought it used, so somebody didn't take care of it. But the paint on the other figures are clean. And also you see some things going on with the face. I think whoever had this, they probably gave it to their child and their child probably messed it up because it doesn't really look like a paint thing. It looks like a child was playing with this very roughly. But I could be wrong, but I don't know. I'm guessing. It's a used figure, so I could definitely be wrong. But I will say this though. It's a phenomenal head sculpt. And like I said, it's a 10 out of 10. So let's get into the body. Well, no, let's get into this little jacket here. So this jacket I put this jacket on him because his body just looks too weird. I mean, look at all these old, muscle definition, these old ball joints, these old, like, this articulation is so ancient and even has toe articulation. Now, to be fair, McFarlane figures have toe articulation, and we still deal with it. But I just glue mine. I'm sorry, I don't know about nobody else, but I glue toe articulation. I glue their feet like I glued his feet. I glue it because it's just pointless. There's no point to have a toe articulation. For what? So they can stand better? No, figures stand just fine on their own without toe articulation. So it's a pointless articulative point. So enough about me rambling on that. I glued this because it kept dragging all the way down to his knee, his shins and his ankles. I glued this. I glued his belt because it was too floaty. It was floating all over his chest and abs. That got on my nerves. So I love this shade in here. Now, Marvel Legends didn't do this, but Marvel Legends did sculpt this, and it looked very good. And the paint was very good and clean. And it was completely white. It was white with the blue stripe. But I have to admit, I like this shading on this Toy Biz version. I feel that Marvel Legends should have did that with their newest one. Or should I say their most recent one. With this head sculpt, they should have did kind of an off-white with shading, but this figure already did it. This is the old Toy Biz version, and Marvel Legends Toy Biz already did it, and I really like that. His body definition looks pretty good. His muscles looks good. It hides some of the weird articulation. This coat that I gave him hides some of that weird articulative points too, where his muscles look like fake cartoons. You got more articulation here in the upper leg and thigh ball joint area. You got weird knees. They are double jointed. You got weird shin swivels. You got toe articulation. You got ankle pivot articulation. But it's not really ankle pivot like how it is now. This is an ancient figure, so it's a lot of these articulative points are weird. Also, you got the hands, which I left his hands alone. His hands are left, so you can open, you can close his hands, and you can move his fingers around. So say, for example, you just want to move a couple of his fingers around and make him do, a gun trigger pose. You can do that, which is really cool. I gotta say, Toy Biz back in the day really took, appreciation, and they really did things that was ahead of the game. And they did things with care. I feel more now Marvel Legends is just a big cash money grab. I feel that that's what they just are. And they'll put their best effort in some figures that they really want to. And some of the other figures, they just don't give a damn. They'll just do whatever. Which is not good, but they know they're going to make their money regardless, and that's a shame. But anyway, hopefully Todd McFarlane never gets to that point. I hope he keeps putting out the same quality that he's pumping out now, because his figures are just amazing. But anyway, that's enough about McFarlane. This is about Marvel Legends. So Bullseye is fantastic. I love his little details here. The sculpting, the texture of it feels great. The same with his belt, the same with his gloves. I love that. The same with his boots, all the sculpting and texturing. You got the old classic pins in here. So this is really this is a very solid figure. It does have a lot of problems because of its age. It doesn't age as well and as gracefully. But the way I customized him, with a little bit of customizing that I did, I customized the head. I put this Blade jacket on him. By the way, that's where this jacket is from. It's from the Blade movie from Wesley Snipes. It's the Blade variant with Wesley Snipes action figure, and that's where this coat comes from the first Blade movie, the first one. And you can even see the hole right there where you put Blade's sword in, and the texturing, and this is really dope too, this coat. You could also fold up his collar like real crazy, like like if you want to do that, with Bullseye, you can make him look like a crazy nut, because he is. And also his coat just likes to fold over like that, and so more display options for me. So I think I chose to use this coat to hide all the weird articulation with this figure, but this coat actually benefits me more than I thought it would. So with that being said, this video went on longer than I wanted it to, but I had to get all those points out. So with my custom job on this, I can't rate this figure because it wouldn't be fair. But I would rate the original figure, not the Toy Biz one, the recent Marvel Legends one with this head. I would give that figure an 8.5 out of 10. But with this being my custom figure, I'm very satisfied with it. I'm very happy. The only thing I don't have for this Bullseye, I have plenty of guns, so I can give him a gun easily. But I don't have like any throwing knives or anything like that. No, actually, I do have a couple of knives that I probably can give him from some other figures. So I'm covered. So with that being said, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. This has been my review of my custom Kitbash Marvel Legends Bullseye. And happy adding to my Daredevil collection. Oh, hold on. And I almost forgot, if you were curious, the size comparison of my Daredevil. So this is how Daredevil looks with this toybiz Marvel Legends custom Bullseye. And I think they look good together. I think they look very good together. I'm very happy and excited to do some play factor and do some posing with these two guys because I haven't really done it yet. And just to do a little quick tease of that, I put like the finger gun pose with Bullseye, and I have Daredevil like in a very angry, grabby fist pose, like he's about to punch the shit out of Bullseye. So yeah, so that's my review. Hope you enjoyed this, guys. Hope you found it informative, and I hope you like, share, and subscribe as always. I appreciate it. And until next time, guys, see ya. Bullseye out.